You're on day 27 of your English journey. Imagine waking up tomorrow and actually speaking English smoothly, without hesitation, in real conversations. Today, we're making that dream real by shadowing 99 powerful sentences you'll use every single day. Let's do this. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Speak Up Sessions English podcast. I'm so excited today because we're doing something really special. You know, most English learners tell me one thing. They understand English, but when it comes to speaking naturally and confidently in real conversations, they freeze a little bit. Am I right? So today, we're not just learning English, we're actually speaking it with 99 sentences that you'll use in your everyday life. This is day 27 of your 30-day speaking challenge, and honestly, you're so close to your goal. Fizu, are you ready to practice some real, natural English sentences that will make you sound like you've been speaking English forever?
Oh, yes, Masu. I'm very excited. I always think about this. I want to speak English like I'm in a movie or something. I want to speak smooth and confident. But sometimes I feel like, I don't know, the words to use in real situations. Today, I hope we practice real conversations that I can use tomorrow, yes?
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're doing today, my friend. We're going to practice sentences that are not boring grammar rules. They're sentences real people use when they're ordering coffee, talking to friends, making new connections, all those beautiful moments. By the end of this episode, you're going to feel so much more confident. Shall we start?
Yes, let's start.
Okay, Fizu, let me start with something simple. Imagine you're meeting me for the first time. How would you introduce yourself? Give me a complete sentence.
I am Fizu. I come from Jakarta. I am student.
Good try. That's natural, and I understand you perfectly. But let me help you make it even better, more natural. Instead of just I am student, English speakers usually say I'm a student or I'm studying English. The word makes it sound more complete. Also, we could say I'm from Jakarta instead of I come from Jakarta. Both are correct, but I'm from is what you hear every day. Now, can you say that again, the complete introduction?
Oh, I see. So, my name is Fizu. I'm from Jakarta, and I'm a student.
Perfect. Excellent. Do you hear the difference? That sounds so natural and confident now. My name is Fizu. I'm from Jakarta, and I'm a student. Beautiful. You know, this is exactly what you'll say when you meet new people, at work, at university, at cafes. Now, let me ask you something. What do you do every morning when you wake up? Try to answer me with 2 or 3 sentences.
When I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom, have breakfast, and check my phone. But I'm not sure how to say I check my phone in English. Is it correct?
Great question. Yes, I check my phone is absolutely correct. You just said it perfectly. So you could say, when I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom, have breakfast, and check my phone. Do you see how these are all simple verbs we use every day? Go, eat, or have breakfast, check. These are your daily life sentences, Fizu. These are the sentences that will make you sound natural. Try saying that full sentence one more time.
When I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom, have breakfast, and check my phone.
Perfect. That's beautiful English, Fizu. Now, one more small thing. When we're saying our daily routine, we can also say, I wake up before all this. So, I wake up, go to the bathroom, have breakfast, and check my phone. Even more natural, right? Can you repeat it like that?
I wake up, go to the bathroom, have breakfast, and check my phone.
Fantastic! You see how smooth that sounds? That's real English, Fizu. That's what you'll hear in movies, in podcasts, in real life. These are the 99 sentences we're practicing today. Real life, real English, not textbook sentences. You're doing amazing.
Thank you, Masu. I feel more confident already.
Now, let's go deeper. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to answer with complete sentences. Ready?
Ready.
Great. Tell me, how many hours do you study English every day?
I study English for 3 hours every day, But sometimes I don't study because I'm busy with work and other things.
That's honest, and honestly, that's very common for most learners. You know, the fact that you're studying even 3 hours is amazing. But here's the thing. When you want to explain that you're busy, native speakers often say, I study English for 3 hours a day, but sometimes it's difficult because I'm busy with work. Or you could say, most days I study for 3 hours, but I miss a few days because of my schedule. These are more natural ways to explain. Can you try again with one of these patterns?
Most days I study English for 3 hours, but I miss a few days because of my schedule.
Excellent. Do you hear how that sounds? Much more natural, much more like a real conversation. And by the way, when you say miss a few days, it means you don't study those days. Now here's my next question. Why do you want to speak English so fluently?
Because I want to speak with people from different countries. I want to make new friends and I want to have better job opportunities. I think English is very important in my life.
Beautiful answer, Fizu. Absolutely beautiful. You know, this is the real reason most people learn English, and it's such a powerful motivation. Now, let me show you how to say this even more smoothly. You said, I want to speak with people from different countries. That's correct. You could also say, I want to communicate with people around the world, or I want to connect with people from all over the world. These phrases, around the world, all over the world, are very commonly used. And for the job part, you said, I want to have better job opportunities. Perfect. You could also say, I want to improve my career, or English will help me get better jobs. Try combining all these ideas into one smooth paragraph. Take your time.
I want to communicate with people around the world, make new friends, and improve my career opportunities. I believe English is very important in my life.
Oh, Fizu, did you hear that? That was beautiful, confident, and very natural. I believe English is very important in my life. That's exactly what native speakers say. You know, this is the kind of sentence you use when you introduce yourself to someone new, or when someone asks you, why are you learning English? Now, let me ask you this. What is your biggest challenge when you speak English?
My biggest challenge is when I'm speaking very fast, I confuse myself. Also, I forget some vocabulary when I'm nervous.
Okay, so I hear two challenges here, and you know what? These are probably the two most common challenges among English learners worldwide, so you're not alone at all. Let me help you say this more naturally. Instead of I confused myself, we say I get confused, and instead of I'm forget, we say I forget. You don't need the am there. Also, a better way to say your whole thought is, when I speak too fast, I get confused. Also, I forget vocabulary when I'm nervous. Can you repeat that?
When I speak too fast, I get confused. Also, I forget vocabulary when I'm nervous.
Perfect. And you know what's amazing? By realizing this about yourself, you're already half solving the problem. Now you know what to work on, speaking a little slower and maybe practicing vocabulary when you're calm. That's wisdom right there. Now, let's practice. How would you ask me to speak more slowly?
Can you speak more slowly?
Good. That's completely correct. Yes, that's what you'd say. And you can also say, could you speak more slowly, please? Or can you please speak slower? All of these are natural. And here's another useful phrase. If someone is speaking too fast and you want them to slow down, you can say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again, more slowly? This is very polite and very useful. Do you want to practice?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again, more slowly?
Excellent! And you know what? These are exactly the kinds of 99 sentences we're learning today. These are the sentences that will save you in real conversations. These are the sentences that say, I'm a confident English learner, and I'm not afraid to ask for help. All right, Fizu. Situation number 1. Imagine you're walking into a beautiful cafe on a Sunday morning. You want to order a coffee, and maybe you see a friend there. Let's practice this real-life scenario together. I'll be the cafe worker first. Ready?
Ready.
Hi there. Welcome to our cafe. What can I get for you today?
Hi. I want, I want one coffee, please.
Good start, but let me make it even more natural. Coffee is a bit vague, right? There are so many types of coffee. A more natural way is to say, I'd like a cappuccino, please, or can I have an espresso? The phrase I'd like is very polite and very commonly used. Also, you could ask questions like, what coffees do you have? Or what would you recommend? These are very natural in cafes. Let me switch to the cafe worker again. Try your answer again. Hi, welcome. What can I get for you?
Hi, I'd like a cappuccino, please.
Beautiful. Now, I'll continue. Great. What size would you like? Small, medium, or large?
Mmm, I want, I want the medium, please.
Good, though we usually say, I'd like a medium instead of I want the medium. But both are understood. Let me show you another way. A medium cappuccino, please. Or I'd like a medium one, thanks. Try again.
I'd like a medium one, thanks.
Perfect, so natural. Okay, continuing. That's $5.50. Will you eat anything with that?
Yes. I like to try your chocolate cake. You have chocolate cake?
Good question, but let me adjust it slightly. When you're ordering, you'd usually say, yes, I'd like a piece of chocolate cake, please. Or simply, can I have a slice of chocolate cake? The word piece or slice is important because you're not taking the whole cake, just one part, right? Also, you could say, what do you have for dessert? Or do you have any cakes? Let me try as the cafe worker again. This time, answer more naturally. Do you want anything else? We have chocolate cake, cookies, and pastries.
Yes. Can I have a slice of chocolate cake, please?
Excellent, so smooth. That'll be $7.50 total. For here or to go?
What is for here? I don't understand.
Great question. For here means you'll sit in the cafe and eat here. To go means you'll take it away. You don't eat here, you eat somewhere else. So you'd answer, for here, please, if you're staying, or to go, please, if you're taking it away. Most people say, for here, thanks, or simply, here, please. Try it.
For here, please. Thank you.
Perfect. I'll bring your cappuccino and cake to your table in a moment. Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Great. Now, Fizu, imagine your friend is sitting at the next table. You go to sit with him. He says, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been? What do you say?
Oh, hi, my friend. I'm good. I'm studying English very hard, and I'm very busy with my job. How about you?
That's wonderful, and the content is perfect. Let me just make one small adjustment. Instead of I'm good, native speakers often say I'm doing well, or I'm good, thanks, or pretty good. And I'm studying English very hard is perfect, though you could also say I'm learning English, or I've been studying English a lot lately. The phrase a lot lately is super natural when you talk about something you've been doing recently. Now, what would your friend say to you?
My friend says, that's great. Tell me, do you have a new job? You said you're busy.
Perfect setup. Now, how do you answer? Remember, this is where you tell a story about yourself.
Yes, I started my new job 3 months ago. It's a good job, but it's very demanding. I mean, I work long hours and I have a lot of responsibility, but I enjoy it, you know?
Fizu, that was excellent. Do you hear that? You just told a complete, natural story about your life. I started my new job 3 months ago. It's a good job, but it's very demanding. I work long hours and have a lot of responsibility, but I enjoy it. This is exactly what real people say in cafes. It's very demanding, means it requires a lot from you. Long hours means you work many hours per day. And I have a lot of responsibility, means many things depend on you. These are real vocabulary. Beautiful. Now, your friend asks, do you still practice English every day? I remember you always wanted to be fluent.
I try to practice every day, but sometimes I miss a day or two. I listen to podcasts, I watch movies, and I read articles online. I want to speak English fluently, so I'm very committed.
Wow, Fizu, I'm very committed. That's perfect. You know, this whole conversation you're having, this is exactly the 99 sentences we're talking about. This is real English. This is how people actually talk. You said, I listen to podcasts, I watch movies, and I read articles online. That's a beautiful list of what you do. You said, I try to practice every day, but sometimes I miss a day or two. That's honest and natural. And I want to speak English fluently, so I'm very committed. This is beautiful English speaking, my friend. Let me ask you something. Your friend says, that's impressive. Can you understand movies now without subtitles?
Sometimes I understand, but not always. When the actors speak very fast or use difficult words, I don't understand. But if the movie is easy, I understand maybe 70%.
Perfect honesty, and that's exactly how real learners feel. And you know what? You explained this so naturally. Sometimes I understand, but not always is perfect. When the actors speak very fast or use difficult words I don't understand is exactly how you'd say it. And I understand maybe 70% is a great way to show your current level. Now, here's another common response in English. You could say, I'm getting better. At first, I understood nothing, but now I can catch maybe 70%. I'm improving. This shows progress, which is very encouraging. Try saying it this way.
I'm getting better. At first, I understood nothing, but now I can catch maybe 70%. I'm improving.
Beautiful. I can catch means I can understand. That's a very natural phrase English speakers use. Okay, so now your friend asks, do you want to join our English study group? We meet online every Wednesday. We practice speaking and discuss topics.
Oh, that sounds great. When do you meet? I think I can join, but I need to check my schedule first. What time?
Good, Fizu. That's very realistic because you want to check your schedule. That's exactly what people do. That sounds great is a perfect expression to show interest. And you said, I can join, which is good, and I need to check my schedule first, which is perfect and shows responsibility. So your friend says, we meet at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. It's on Zoom.
7 p.m. is good for me. I usually don't have work after 6 p.m. Can I send you my email? I want to join your group.
Fizu, that's fantastic. You said, I usually don't have work after 6 p.m. That's a great way to confirm your availability. And can I send you my email? I want to join your group. This is beautiful, confident, enthusiastic English. Do you see how natural this conversation is? You're not reading from a textbook. You're speaking real sentences that come from real situations. This is exactly the kind of English that will help you in your daily life. Excellent work.
Wow, thank you, Masu. That was really fun. I didn't realize I could say so many things in English.
That's the power of practice, my friend. Now, let me highlight the most important phrases from this cafe situation that you absolutely must remember. Now, situation number 2. You're traveling to a new city and you're arriving at a hotel. This is a very common situation, and the English you'll use here is super practical. Let's role play this together. I'll be the hotel receptionist. Are you ready?
Ready.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi, I have a reservation. My name is Fizu. I book a room for 3 nights.
Good, I understand completely. Let me show you a more natural way to say this. You could say, hi, I have a reservation under the name Fizu, or I booked a room for 3 nights. In English, we usually use the past tense, booked, when we've already done it. Also, instead of just I book a room, you could say, I have a booking for 3 nights, or I reserved a room for 3 nights. These are more common. Try again.
Hi, I have a reservation under the name Fizu, and I booked it for 3 nights.
Perfect. Beautiful. So natural. Okay, continuing. I, as the receptionist, check my computer. Yes, I see it here. Fizu, correct? 1 room for 3 nights from today to Sunday. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. The room has a window. I want a room with a window and a comfortable bed.
Good. You're asking for specific things, which is excellent, but let me help with the grammar. Instead of the room has a window, which sounds like a question about facts, you'd say, does the room have a window? That's the proper question form. Or you could say, I'd like a room with a window, please, or can I have a room with a view? These are ways to request specific things politely. Try it again.
Does the room have a window? I'd like a room with a comfortable bed and maybe a window, please.
Excellent. I'd like a room with a comfortable bed and maybe a window. That's perfect. Now I, as the receptionist, say, absolutely. We have a beautiful room on the third floor with a window overlooking the city. Would you like Wi-Fi included in your stay?
Yes, I need Wi-Fi. I'm working online. Also, the what time is breakfast?
Great questions. You said, yes, I need Wi-Fi. I'm working online. That's perfect and explains why you need it. For the breakfast question, you could say, what time is breakfast, which is what you asked, totally correct. You could also say, what time do you serve breakfast? Or simply, when is breakfast? All of these are perfect. The receptionist says, Wi-Fi is complimentary, it's included at no extra cost. Breakfast is from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the dining room on the ground floor.
Okay, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's good for me. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Also, do you have room service? I want to order food in my room sometimes.
Perfect. You asked, do you have room service? That's exactly right. And I want to order food in my room sometimes is great. You could also say, can I order food to my room? Or is room service available? These are all natural ways. Now I say, as the receptionist, yes, we have 24-hour room service. You can find the menu in your room, or you can call the front desk and we'll send you one. You can order anytime, day or night. Your room number is 305.
305. Okay, thank you very much. Is the is the parking is there parking here?
Great question. You started to ask, then corrected yourself. That happens all the time. The natural way to ask is there parking? Or do you have parking? Or is there a parking lot? All perfect. I like that you're asking important questions. Now I say, yes, we have a parking garage. It's free for our guests. The entrance is around the back of the building. Would you like help with your luggage?
Thank you. No, my luggage is small. I have just a backpack. But I have a question. What is the Wi-Fi password? And how do I connect?
Excellent questions. You said, I have just a backpack. That's perfect for explaining. And you asked two smart questions about Wi-Fi. You said, what is the Wi-Fi password, which is perfect, and how do I connect, which is also great. You could also say, how do I log in to the Wi-Fi? Or simply, can you help me with the Wi-Fi? Now I, the receptionist, say, the Wi-Fi network name is Hotel Stay 2024, and the password is written on this card. When you connect, just select that network and enter the password. If you have any problems, just call us at extension 0 from your room.
Thank you very much. You are very helpful. What time should I check out tomorrow? I mean, the day I leave.
Beautiful. You said, thank you very much. You are very helpful, which is so polite and nice. And your question, what time should I check out, is perfect. You even clarified the day I leave to make sure there's no confusion. That's excellent communication. I, the receptionist, say, checkout time is 11 a.m. If you need extra time, just let us know before 10 a.m. and we can sometimes arrange it. Enjoy your stay, Fizu, and welcome to our hotel.
Thank you. I'm very excited to stay here. I will enjoy my stay. Thank you again.
Perfect. Fizu, can you hear how confident you sound? You just had a complete hotel check-in conversation in English. You asked questions, you understood information, you were polite, and you communicated your needs clearly. This is real English. This is the 99 sentences. When you go to a real hotel and you do this in English for the first time, you're going to feel like a superstar. You know why? Because you've practiced, you've been prepared. This is the power of these sentences.
I feel so confident now. I want to go to a hotel right now and practice this.
That's the spirit, my friend. And you know what? When you do go to a real hotel, these sentences will come out naturally. They'll be in your muscle memory. Let me highlight the key phrases from today's situations. Now, let's practice together. I'm going to say some very important phrases from today's situations. Listen carefully and then repeat after me. Take your time. These are sentences you'll use again and again in real life. Ready?
Ready.
Perfect. First phrase, I'd like a cappuccino, please. Listen to the intonation. I'd like a cappuccino, please. Now you repeat.
I'd like a cappuccino, please.
Good, but let me show you one more time. It's I'd like, that's I would like, and we say it smoothly. I'd like a cappuccino, please. Try again, and this time really feel the flow.
I'd like a cappuccino, please.
Beautiful. Now the second phrase, when I speak too fast, I get confused. This is perfect for explaining challenges. Listen, when I speak too fast, I get confused. Now repeat.
When I speak too fast, I get confused.
Perfect. That sounds very natural. Third phrase, I'm getting better. I can catch maybe 70%. This shows progress and self-awareness. Listen, I'm getting better. I can catch maybe 70%. Repeat.
I'm getting better. I can catch maybe 70%.
Excellent. Fourth phrase, that sounds great. Can I send you my email? This is how you show interest and take action. Listen, that sounds great. Can I send you my email? Now you.
That sounds great. Can I send you my email?
Nice. Fifth phrase, I'd like a room with a comfortable bed and a window, please. This is how you ask for what you need politely. Listen, I'd like a room with a comfortable bed and a window, please. You try.
I'd like a room with a comfortable bed and a window, please.
Great. And the sixth and final phrase for this section, do you have Wi-Fi? I'm working online. This explains why you need something. Listen, do you have Wi-Fi? I'm working online. Your turn.
Do you have Wi-Fi? I'm working online.
Perfect. Fizu, notice how all these phrases share something in common. They're complete, they're polite, and they explain not just what you want, but sometimes why. That's the mark of confident English speakers. They don't just give one-word answers. They give complete information. That's what we're building here. Now, let's look at some very useful words and phrases you heard today. These are words that will come up again and again in your English journey. Let me explain them. First word, cappuccino. This is a type of coffee made with espresso, steamed milk, and foam on top. It's very popular in cafes around the world. Example, I usually order a cappuccino in the morning. Very simple. You've probably heard this word 1,000 times. When you're at a cafe and you want to sound like you know what you're talking about, you say, "Can I have a cappuccino?" Not just coffee. Different types of coffee are cappuccino, espresso, latte, Americano. Which one do you usually drink, Fizu?
I'd like the coffee with milk. What is that?
That's a latte. Yes, you can say, I usually drink a latte, or I prefer lattes. The word prefer means you like it more than other options. Good. Next word, demanding. When something is demanding, it means it takes a lot of effort, energy, or time. It's challenging. Example, my job is very demanding, but I enjoy it. Or, learning English is demanding, but it's worth it. When something is demanding, you have to work hard. Does that make sense? Can you give me an example using the word demanding?
The project at my job is very demanding. It requires many hours and many skills.
Perfect. You said it requires many hours and many skills. That's exactly what demanding means. Good job. Next phrase, catch something. When we say, I didn't catch that, it means I didn't understand. It's like when someone speaks too fast or is not clear. Example, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? Or I caught most of the movie, but I missed the ending. So catch here means understand or hear. It's very commonly used in conversations. Try this. You're in a meeting and someone speaks too fast. What do you say?
I say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you speak more slowly?
Perfect, exactly. Now next one, committed. This means you are dedicated or determined to do something. You're serious about it. Example, I'm very committed to learning English, means you're going to keep practicing, you won't give up. Or she's committed to her job, means she works hard and cares about it. This is a very positive word. When you say, I'm committed, people respect that. It shows you have goals and you're serious about them. In this episode, you said, I'm very committed to learning English. That was beautiful. Next word, complimentary. This is an important word in hotels and restaurants. It means something is free, included in the price at no extra cost. Example, Wi-Fi is complimentary at our hotel, means you don't pay extra, it's included. Or the breakfast is complimentary for our guests. This word sounds fancy, but it's very common in service situations. Have you heard this word before?
No, I didn't know this. So, complimentary means free?
Exactly, it means free. You can also just say free, but complimentary sounds more professional and polite. It's included at no extra cost means the same thing. And finally, check out and check in. These are phrasal verbs about hotels. Check in means to arrive at a hotel, give your information, and get your room key. Example, I checked in at the hotel at 3 p.m. Check out means to leave the hotel and return your room key. Example, we need to check out by 11 a.m. You'll use these phrases all the time when you travel. Make sense?
Yes, so check in is arrive and check out is leave. Got it.
Perfect. These are the vocabulary words for today, Fizu. All of them are very practical and you'll hear them in real situations. All right, my friend, it's time for a little quiz. Nothing to stress about. This is just to see what you've learned. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Some might be easy, some might be a little tricky, but don't worry. If you're not sure, just try your best, and we'll learn together. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Question number 1. If someone at a cafe asks you, what size would you like? What would you say?
I say I want big size.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand, but let me show you the more natural way. At cafes, the sizes are usually small, medium, or large. So you'd say, I'd like a large one, please, or large, please, or can I have a medium? The words big and small are okay, but we usually say large and small in cafe situations. Try answering the question again with this new information.
I'd like a medium one, please.
Excellent. That's perfect. You got it. Question number 2. You're at a hotel and the receptionist says, what time would you like your wake-up call? You don't know what wake-up call means and you want to ask. What would you say?
What is wake-up call? I don't understand.
Good. You asked directly, which is honest and correct. Actually, let me explain this to you. A wake-up call is when the hotel calls your room at a specific time to wake you up. So if you want to wake up at 6 a.m., you ask the hotel to call you at 6 a.m. It's a service. But nowadays, most people just use their phone alarm. However, at the time of the conversation, people still use this. Now, if you didn't understand and wanted to ask, you could say, sorry, I don't understand. What does that mean? Or, could you explain what a wake-up call is? These are polite ways to ask for clarification. Now, here's the actual question. If the hotel offers you a wake-up call, what would you say? Would you want one?
I think no. I don't need a wake-up call because I have my phone alarm. But I can say, no, thank you, I'll use my phone alarm.
Beautiful answer. No, thank you. I'll use my phone alarm. That's perfect. polite, and explains why. Great job. Question number 3. Imagine your friend asks you, "How's your English studying going?" How would you answer honestly and positively?
I can say, it's going very well. I practice every day and I can see improvement. I'm getting more confident.
Fizu, that was fantastic. It's going very well. I practice every day and I can see improvement. I'm getting more confident. Do you hear how complete and positive that answer is? You didn't just say good, you explained why it's going well and you showed your progress. That's excellent communication. You passed the quiz with flying colors, my friend. How do you feel?
I feel great. I didn't think I would answer all these questions so well.
That's because you're learning and practicing. That's exactly the point of these 99 sentences. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. You're doing amazing, Fizu. Now, before we wrap up, I want to give you 3 powerful speaking tips that will help you use these 99 sentences naturally in real life. Tip number 1, shadow slowly, then speed up. You know, Fizu, when you're practicing English sentences, don't try to speak too fast at first. Speak slowly. Really feel each word. Then, when you've practiced the slow version a few times, speed up naturally. Why? Because when you speak slowly first, your brain creates a strong memory of the sentence. Then, when you speed up naturally, it feels natural, like you've said it 1,000 times. A lot of learners make the mistake of trying to sound like a native speaker on day 1, but native speakers didn't start fast either. They started slow too, as babies. So embrace slow speaking. It's actually your superpower. Can you repeat this tip for me?
Yes. Speak slowly first, then speed up slowly. Don't try to speak like a native speaker from the beginning.
Perfect. You got the idea. Tip number 2, say sentences out loud every single day. This is so important, Fizu. In our minds, we think we can speak English, but until we say it out loud, we're not really practicing. Your mouth, your voice, your ears, they all need to practice together. So every day, find time to speak English out loud. Read a sentence and say it. Have a conversation. Sing a song in English. Record yourself and listen. The more you practice out loud, the more confident you'll be when you speak to a real person. It's like training for a sport. You don't just think about running, you actually run. Same with English. Try this. Pick one of the sentences from today and say it out loud right now, 5 times.
Okay. When I speak too fast, I get confused. 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 There, I said it 5 times.
Excellent. And notice how it got smoother each time? That's the power of repetition out loud. Tip number 3, focus on complete sentences, not individual words. You know what I've noticed, Fizu? Many learners focus on learning individual words. They make flashcards with one word on each card. But the reality is, native speakers don't speak in random words. They speak in sentences, complete thoughts. So when you learn English, learn whole sentences. Don't learn coffee. Learn, I'd like a cappuccino, please. Don't learn hotel. Learn, do you have Wi-Fi? I'm working online. This way, when you need to speak, the sentence comes out naturally as a unit. It's like learning a dance move. You don't learn individual steps and then combine them. You learn the whole move. Same with English sentences. Make sense?
Yes, that makes so much sense. When I learn the whole sentence, I don't have to think about grammar or individual words. I just speak the sentence.
Exactly. That's wisdom right there. So these are your 3 tips. 1, shadow slowly, then speed up. 2, say sentences out loud every single day. 3, learn complete sentences, not individual words. If you follow these 3 tips, you're going to see massive improvement in your speaking. I promise you. All right, Fizu, we've covered so much today. Let me remind you of the main things we learned. Today was about practicing real English sentences from real situations. We started with basic introductions. I'm from Jakarta, I'm a student. Then we practiced daily routines. After that, we did 2 complete real-life scenarios, ordering at a cafe and checking into a hotel. In both situations, you learned how to ask questions, how to explain your needs, and how to have natural conversations. We practiced listening and repeating key phrases. We looked at important vocabulary like demanding, catch, committed, and complimentary. We did a quiz and you answered beautifully, and we looked at 3 powerful speaking tips that will help you improve even faster. But most importantly, Fizu, you realized today that you can speak English. You already do it. You just need more confidence. Now, Fizu, tell our audience, what did you learn today? What was your favorite moment?
That's hard to choose, but I think my favorite part was the cafe conversation because it felt so real. I could imagine myself going to a cafe tomorrow and actually using these sentences. And I made mistakes, but you helped me fix them, and now I feel confident. Also, I was surprised about the hotel situation. I didn't think I could explain all those things, but I did. I'm proud of myself. I started day 27 thinking, can I really speak English? And now I'm ending it thinking, maybe I could actually do this. That's an amazing feeling, Masu. And I have only 3 more days until day 30. I want to speak English fluently, and I feel like I'm getting closer every day.
That's the spirit, Fizu. That's exactly what this journey is about. Not just learning English, but believing in yourself. And you know what? In 3 days, when you finish day 30, you're going to be amazed at how far you've come. From day 1 to day 30, you've practiced thousands of sentences. You've made mistakes and learned from them. And most importantly, you've built confidence. That's not just language learning, that's personal growth. You should be so proud of yourself.
Thank you, Masu. I'm ready for days 28, 29, and 30.
Thank you so much for watching Speak Up Sessions English podcast today. We're on day 27 of your 30-day journey, and I want you to know that you're doing incredibly well. Every day that you practice, every sentence you speak out loud, every mistake you make and learn from, it all counts. It's all part of your growth as an English speaker. You know, I meet learners every day who tell me they're not good at English or English is so hard. But Fizu, you've shown us today that that's not true at all. The only thing stopping you is practice and confidence, and you're building both of those right now. So here's what I want you to do. First, subscribe to Speak Up Sessions English podcast. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get reminded every time we upload a new episode. Second, re-watch this episode. Seriously, watch it tomorrow and again next week. Each time you watch, you'll catch something new and your brain will learn the sentences even deeper. Third, practice the sentences from today out loud. Don't just watch, actually speak. Fourth, go and use these sentences in real life. Order a coffee in English, check into a hotel, have a real conversation. That's when the real magic happens. And fifth, leave a comment below. Tell me, what was your favorite sentence from today? Or tell me what real-life situation you want to practice English in. I read every comment, and I want to hear from you. Remember, making mistakes is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're learning. Every native English speaker made mistakes when they were learning. I made mistakes. Fizu made mistakes today, and we celebrated every correction because that's how we grow. So be kind to yourself, be proud of your effort, and keep speaking English because every single sentence you speak makes you stronger. In 3 days, we're going to finish this 30-day challenge, and I'm so excited to see where you are then. But for now, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself. You've got this. Thank you for being part of the Speak Up Sessions English podcast family. I'm Masu, and I'll see you in the next episode. Keep speaking, keep learning, and keep shining. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode, too. Thank you for watching.